Danielle, and guess what? Cardi B is no longer on Instagram. We knew this was going to happen. And we have a royal wedding update. It's all next on After Elvis. Hi, guys. It's Danielle Monaro, and I'm hanging out with Rob Shooter.
Hello.
All things royal. And Honey German, all things royal there as well.
Honey, you're a queen.
I am a total queen.
I'm a lot of queens.
All right, so you know what? Let's just kick it off with the royal wedding. So first of all, I am obsessed with what you can and cannot wear to the royal wedding.
This is a thing.
This is a thing.
This is not an option. These are the rules.
Wait, what did I hear? That the queen doesn't like wedges? Like
she does not like a wedge.
So you can't wear a wedge.
And she doesn't like a strappy dress.
Yeah, you can't show your
Yeah,
shoulders.
she does not like a spaghetti strap.
You have to have your shoulders covered.
Modesty.
You should have there's lots of rules for that. She does not like a brown belt or a brown shoe, gentlemen.
Well, that's kind of tacky, I guess.
And so, no, you're expected to turn up. Like, this is full on. You have to look the part, and most importantly, you're not allowed to take any selfies. So Kim Kardashian, if you're going, you're not.
Well,
Do not take selfies.
Why can't they wear like bright pink nail polish? Or they can't look at
don't come with my nails.
You cannot get in like that.
You already know.
I think the royal family are pretty traditional. They like a nude color or a very subtle color. They also do not like black. Like, black is a mourning color for the royal family.
Black is the best color ever.
You can't wear black. You definitely can't wear white because that's the bride's color. There's a lot of rules that go into this. What's interesting in Britain is everyone's debating, what is Harry going to wear? The invite says a morning suit, that's the tails and the top hat, or your military outfit, which is what Prince William wore when he married Kate. Remember that red jacket? I think Harry's going to go military, and I think he's going to keep his beard.
Good.
Not clean shaven.
Yeah, we
looks
like that.
good on
Yeah,
him.
It looks good.
Should we talk about what Meghan Markle's father just did?
Please.
First of all, how is this man going to walk her down the aisle this weekend and the royal family be okay with this?
They've not met him. So what happened is that her dad, who lives in Mexico, did these staged pictures. So there was photographs of the dad, and he was reading a British book on castles. They were not very subtle. He was getting his tuxedo fitted. He was working out with some dumbbells, do more. And so he did all these staged photographs, and they were shot about a month ago.
Yeah.
And then the photo agency that took them, a shady photo agency who were notorious for setting up these celebrity photographs, they just released them. They sold them for $140,000. What makes this even worse is last week the palace went to all the reporters, the editors in Britain, and they said, please lay off her mom and dad. There's only 2 members of her family going, her mom and her dad. And they said, please, they're not celebrities. They don't like this. Can you
they don't like this bullshit.
Agreed. So the Brits were like, we won't touch them. Now, in America, they've sold these pictures. What's happened this morning, though, because the dad got in so much trouble about this, is the stepsister. They have the same dad but different moms. She's come forward on Twitter and she said she did the pictures. She set this up. She thought that her dad was getting such bad press that she wanted some good press out there and staged.
So she's taking the fall.
She's taking the fall.
Good. She probably wants him to be able to walk her down the aisle and still show up to the wedding.
He's not met them yet. He's not met Harry. He's not met the Queen.
Is she estranged from her father?
She is, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so why is he even going?
Yeah, so why is he walking?
I think on that big day, I think he wants to walk his daughter down the aisle, and I think she wants to make peace. She's not invited anybody else. 2 people.
That's
her
crazy.
mom's already there, so her mom's in Britain now.
Yeah.
They spent Mother's Day together. She's at Kensington Palace.
She only talks to 2 people in her family?
They're the only 2 that are invited.
Wow.
What's the story here?
Wait, how can the Spice Girls get invited, but then her family doesn't get invited? Like, James Corden is coming, but like her family's not. How does that work?
She has a real troubled history with this family.
Okay.
And I think that Harry's even spoken about this. Remember last week, her stepbrother put out a letter telling Harry not to marry her.
I remember that.
This letter was horrific. They're just like, shut up.
It just sucks you can't pick your family. You
For
know,
real.
like, you can pick your friends. You can't
I'll be
pick
so
your
angry. I'll be
family.
like, yo, you guys are it up.
I'd be like, if you're going to ruin this, I've got 5 more days and then I got him.
For real.
Shut up. Wait till after the wedding to sell the pictures.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I would jump on my dad.
It must be so difficult. And the family, the royal family, they don't play this game. Like, if you mess with them, they get rid of you. And so
I would be terrified right now if I was Meghan.
just shut up. My dad is not even in Britain yet. He's going to get off a plane. And now the rules are off. Now every paparazzi, every editor in London on Fleet Street is going after this dad.
Wow.
And he's going to love it, probably.
I don't know.
If he gets cash, maybe.
I mean, those pictures made 140,000. We don't know where the money went, but 140,000 is a lot of money to take a picture reading a book on castles.
Wow.
Anybody want to take a picture of me?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you in a book on castles tomorrow.
If you were marrying that prince, I would take so many pictures. I'd sell
I can only
everything. I would
imagine.
sell every single thing I know about you. Every word.
I give you things to sell too.
But I'm not your family. Like, can you imagine if your dad did that?
That's
disgusting.
Screwed up.
Oh.
Good luck, Meghan. Okay, don't yell at us because I know whenever we talk Kardashian, people start yelling up below comments. Don't yell at us. Andrew Pugliese is who's making us do this. He produces this show.
Send him the messages.
So anyway, so Stormi is born, right? And Kylie's bodyguard, Tim Chung, might look a little bit like Stormi. So now people are like, oh my gosh, that's the father. Tim is the father. So now Tim put out a statement out of respect for Kylie, for Travis, for their daughter. You know, no, it's a professional relationship. I did not have sex with her, and this is not my child. I mean, these rumors are so ridiculous.
They are, but we live for these type of stories, man.
Yeah.
The blogs, the internet. It's like, that was like, but here's my thing. I feel like that was so like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
For him to put out that statement now, you know, he is a model.
Yeah.
And now we know much more of him behind this story. I feel like it was unnecessary. He is fine as hell, though.
He is beautiful.
He would have done more of a favor to her if he just shut up.
Yeah.
Don't respond all the time. Like,
Right.
when you respond, this story was dead. And
Yeah.
now it's alive again because he's spoken out about it. Although, I gotta admit, she does look a little like him. I mean, I don't want to bring
The
this.
baby is his twin, you know?
I don't want to bring this out, but she does look a little like him.
Well, then how about the Khloe Kardashian story?
explain
Where
this.
so Khloe Kardashian has the baby, right? And the baby is darker than Khloe is. And now they're like, oh, because the baby's so dark, you, Khloe, are definitely OJ's daughter. Hello, the father of the baby is black. I don't understand. Like,
That is a possibility that the baby might be brown, you know?
so stupid. Like, who's? And then poor Khloe, she had to come.
responded.
She responded to this idiot. Like, I just don't understand. Like, dude,
It's like Mother's Day weekend.
And the baby
She's
looks
showing up
just-
the baby for the first time.
right? And the baby looks just like Dad.
He really
Right.
does. I mean, she.
Right, she. Yeah, you're right. It's so. I mean, we should explain sex to people and how this works.
How it works.
Like, if we have
Two people come together and both their genes are in the baby.
Yeah. This thing with OJ though, it just won't go away because I
won't.
just think it's just too. Like, had the baby been born, forgive me, with two gloves that fitted and maybe a knife, I would be like, or driving a Bronco down. Oh, my baby look like. But no, this baby has nothing to do with OJ Simpson, I think, or does she?
And she's adorable.
Oh,
She really
my
is.
gosh.
adore.
She's
I wish
adorable.
Chloe still wasn't with Tristan.
Me too.
Like, I think he cheated.
Yeah, but
like,
the thing is we really haven't seen him. She hasn't really talked about
She's
him.
still in Cleveland, though.
Yeah.
still in
but
Cleveland.
who knows?
She
I
went to
would've
his
took my child
game.
and
Although saying
ran.
that, I'm not. I don't have children. I think it makes things really different when you have kids. And
Yeah. Oh,
maybe-
my ass would have been out of there.
Oh, it would have been.
No.
It does, but
Bye-bye.
I think Chloe wanted this so badly
Yeah.
to be a mom and her happily ever after that I think she's just probably gonna, take that L, maybe cheat in 2 or 3 years and just live happily ever after.
Happily ever after. I don't know. I wish her the best. I really do. I want this
Yeah.
to work out beautifully.
Okay, no more Kardashians, okay?
I love them.
Okay, we're not
I
allowed to
love
talk
them.
about
That's
them
all
anymore.
I want to talk
Stop.
about.
That's it. Okay, so now we're gonna have some tea with honey. We know Cardi B no longer on Instagram. We kind of saw this coming because, like last week or the week before, she was complaining about how it made her feel.
Yeah, she's pregnant, she's hormonal.
Yeah.
And she's having an amazing moment, but a lot of people still feel like, throwing negative
Which is
energy
horrible.
her way. And Azealia Banks was on The Breakfast Club, and she made some comments about Cardi. They weren't really that bad. But then Cardi started unraveling and posting things on Instagram and subliminals. And then here comes Azealia Banks with like the ultimate read and destroyed her whole existence.
I know.
And Cardi just left. She's like, I'm going to focus on my pregnancy. I'm going to focus on my partner. You guys go get the album. I am out of here.
Right. And to be honest, she don't really need it right now.
She doesn't.
She's selling the album like crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she's
and,
doing
you know,
really great. It makes me sad, though, that when you've worked so hard to be that successful and that famous, and Instagram's like a tool of your craft, I guess. Like, it's
Yeah.
a way for you to put your message out and to sell albums. I hate that somebody bullied her off. Like,
Right.
I don't know. Part of me wishes she didn't care about it and just ignored it. Then part of me, too, loves the fact that it just got so toxic. She walked away. I
Good
don't
for
know.
her.
I'm on both sides of this one.
And Cardi's a nice person.
She's
Like, it's
cool.
not like she's a nasty person. You know what I mean? Like, Cardi is who you see. What you see is what you get.
Cardi is very amazing, but Azealia
Yeah.
Banks is very venomous, and she's
Was
very
vicious. What she said was
is
vicious.
She aims to like destroy the
That's
other person
terrible.
instead of focusing on her music.
But do you think now that she won because Cardi stepped away, or would it have been better? Because I don't want to ever let the bullies win.
Right.
And even though my feelings get hurt, I always want to sort of not step back. But maybe I'm winning by just giving up and saying enough.
Listen, Azealia Banks will win once she can finally get a hit record.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Cardi, go
That's
rest.
not tea with honey.
No, it's not.
That's not nice.
They're not tea, Cardi. They're not tea.
Let Cardi rest. You know, she's
Yeah.
pregnant. Who bullies a pregnant woman
Ugh.
that did nothing to you at
Right.
all?
Yeah.
That's vicious.
That is vicious. Okay, let's talk about Lauren from Fifth Harmony, who they say they're not broken up, but they're taking a hiatus, whatever. Anyway, we love all the girls on there. They're all wonderful. Lauren is the first one now to have, after Camilla, to have her solo album done. And we're going to get to hear it. She was actually listening to it, I think, with her family in Miami.
Okay.
So are we excited?
I am excited.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I want to see how it measures up. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I want her to be just as great as Camilla.
Right.
If they're gonna take this break, everybody better be good.
It's
Yeah.
so hard. Like when One Direction broke up and NSYNC and all, you know, they always break up. It happens.
Yeah, but there's usually one
There's the first
standout.
one. It's the one that normally gets there first.
Yeah.
Is normally the
Although
winner.
from Backstreet Boys, we don't really have an artist that went
Oh, that's
solo that made
awful.
it.
Really, they didn't. That's
Nick
awful.
Carter did a little bit, but it
Yeah.
wasn't
Maybe
like
that's
the
why they're
Justin
back-
Timberlake.
That's why they're back together. Like that's
good.
why
Wow.
like if we want Fifth Harmony to get back together, we have to root against these albums because the only
I
way they're going to
know.
get back together is if they do successful. I hope it's a hit. I do feel like I've been there. Like I don't know if I can do the third one or the fourth one or
You mean if they're like the third girl that
yeah,
comes
or even
out?
a second girl. I'm really not hating on this one.
You
but-
just want Camilla and that's it?
but Camilla did so well, and it was
Yeah.
such a great album. And like, I don't know if the second one will work. I don't know.
I hope it does because
I do
honestly,
too.
all the girls are so nice, and we wish them the best. So we'll
Right, and
see.
there is room for everybody, I think.
yeah, of course,
And there are bills to be paid.
There
Well,
are.
I think they made enough, though. Do you think they made enough on Fifth Harmony?
No. I don't
Wow,
think
isn't
so.
that something?
I don't think so.
Well, good luck, ladies. Good luck.
Okay, so now we have our blind item where Rob will tell us something, but he won't tell us who he's talking about, and we have to guess. And then when the mics go off, he'll tell us, but you won't know.
There's one guest that has been invited to the royal wedding. It's a she. She has a ticket. She has been telling friends that she would like to be able to sell this invite online and get maybe up to £1 million
Shut up.
to get somebody access
But
to the
it's
wedding.
non-transferable.
It is not transferable, and if she does this, she's a fool because she's not going to be able to sell it. But guess who is potentially thinking about trying to sell her invite to the royal wedding? It's a really, really big star. It's not a member of Meghan's family, so this is not her shady dad or her mom. This is somebody that we know and love who's been invited to the royal wedding and is thinking about going to eBay to sell her invite.
It's got to be Mel B.
Scary
Gotta be.
Spice.
Scary Spice.
Have a guess, Danielle?
Come on.
David Beckham. Oh,
Oh!
no, you said she.
Oh,
You said
that's
she,
a
you
double.
said
That's a
she.
double
You
dish.
said she.
Take your guesses at home.
Not David
And,
Beckham.
we'll reveal answers.
My David Beckham would never do that.
Ever. He's too
Somebody's
classy.
saying, can you imagine being stupid?
It's not Rihanna because didn't she say she wasn't invited?
She's not going.
Yeah,
she's not going.
Did she
Oh,
get
she's got
invited?
a lot of money. She don't need
No.
that woman.
Yeah.
Who?
Pounds.
Who?
Yeah, it's got to be someone who needs the money.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those soup people going.
Could you tell us who it rhymes with?
No,
Is it American?
in a white girl.
Is it a white girl?
Mm-hmm.
Those damn white girls. You think we'll ever find out?
She might be foolish enough to do this. Like if she puts that invite up.
Gwyneth
on
Paltrow,
eBay-
stop it.
Stop it on that goopy
Gwyneth
goop.
Paltrow.
Take your
No,
guesses. Take your
she's
guesses.
got that poop website. Wait.
Wrap
I meant
this up.
poop. I meant Goop. Goop website, and she makes a lot of money on that.
Yeah, she does.
Okay, so
Who's struggling?
I don't know.
Who's broke as hell?
Other than us in this room.
Well, for real.
Would you sell it? I wouldn't sell it.
I wouldn't sell it. Hell's no, my ass is going.
I'm going to that wedding.
Of course.
In a
And
strappy dress.
I'm following every single tradition. I'm going to have the light colored hair. I'm going to have this covered. I'm going to have a hat, everything.
All of it. She's got the list.
It's not going to happen.
I'm selling my invite. I can't follow no protocols.
All right, that was was After Elvis. We thank you for joining us. Thank you, honey.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Rob. And we'll see you tomorrow. I already said it's After Elvis.